Hello everybody, welcome to our Wide Study IGCSE Chemistry presentation. If you've enjoyed your Key Stage 3 Science, then you're ready to go with IGCSE Chemistry. You'll love it, I'm sure. Here's why I love chemistry. A little bit of alcohol vapor and dancing flames are the result. Isn't that brilliant? Now, during the chemistry course, like many of the science courses, you'll be developing lots of skills that you can use across the curriculum. Here are some of them. We'll have lots of locating, selecting, organized informations, which you get from a number of sources. Something a little bit mathematical. We'll expect you to collect and manipulate data, use that to identify patterns, form conclusions, test that data against expected results and known science. Then we'll expect you to present reasoned explanations for everything that you see and make predictions about future happenings and relationships and patterns. Hopefully you'll be able to solve problems, plan experiments and investigations. This really is where science comes into its own. And then to interpret and evaluate those observations and data and draw valid conclusions. Ask yourself questions like, how good was my experiment? So that's a lot of skills developed there. And hopefully, at the same time, you'll develop some really excellent attributes that will stay with you for your life. Things such as curiosity, especially about the world around you. How do things work? What are they made of? How can we make them better? And, as always, as befits KIS, respect for people and respect for the environment are a huge part of any course, including IGCSE Chemistry. A positive outlook. Yes, we want you to be optimistic. Look to the future, see how you can make changes for the better. And of course, scientists need to be honest about their findings. So honesty is really important. And sometimes things don't work out for you. Never mind. Are you the sort of person who gives up, or do you try again? Well, hopefully we'll help you to develop all these useful and desirable attributes if you come and do IGCSE Chemistry. Okay, on to the chemistry itself. Chemistry presents a huge body of knowledge, and at IGCSE we have a good look at it. Not at everything, of course, because it's a bit complicated, some of it, but we get a good cross-section. Chemistry is generally divided into three sections. Physical chemistry, which looks at atoms, matter, how things are bonded together, the numbers of molecules that react together, the effects of energy on reactions, how far reactions go, and also things like electrochemistry. Inorganic chemistry is really the study of the elements. In the background there you see the periodic table, which really forms the basis for this. But in particular we look at acids, bases and salts and metals, and chemistry of the environment, the air and water. Organic chemistry is all about crude oil and hydrocarbons, alcohols, acids and esters. These are all molecules that at one time or other were derived from crude oil or other organic sources. Now, a big part of things will be the experimental chemistry. You'll be learning various techniques of separation, how to make reactions happen, but also chemical analysis and working with investigations, that is, making your own experiments. Now, unfortunately, as in all IGCSEs, there will be some testing at the end. This takes place at the end of year 11, normally in May. And for chemistry, as with the other sciences, you have 3 papers to take. You'll have a 45-minute multiple choice, an hour and 15-minute extended, short answer and structured questions, no long essays to write, but you will be able to write, or be expected to write, 3 or 4 sentence answers which show a logical progression. And the last paper is an hour long, which counts for 20% of your overall mark, and that's the alternative to practical. Running practical exams is a bit hit and miss, so this is a paper alternative which tests your knowledge around the lab. Now, there are in fact 2 levels or tiers of entry. We would expect pretty much everybody to take the higher one, which is known as extended tier, but there is a lower core level which is less challenging, but that will give you a grade C as the highest available. Okay, why should you learn chemistry? Well, to be honest, I know it's very, very early for you to decide on what you want to be, but there are some professions that you need chemistry for. And these are a doctor, a dentist, a forensic scientist, a pharmacist, a nutritionist or a dietitian, and a vet. So all of those medical type professions do require you to have A-level chemistry before they let you on the course, and to get on the A-level chemistry course you should be doing IGCSE Chemistry, obviously. But there's more. Perhaps you want to do other things with your chemistry, and you might help to save the world. For example, chemists are developing new coatings for wind turbine blades to make them more efficient and long-lasting. Atmospheric chemists are trying to minimize the impact of human pollution on the environment. We've got chemists trying to make biodegradable plastics, trying to recycle precious materials, metals from electric car batteries so they can be used again, and most importantly perhaps helping to make the world net zero carbon by creating ways to turn waste CO2 into chemicals that can be used in everyday products. So, be a chemist and help save the world. And I've got one more slide to show you. And another reason why I'm a chemist. This is aluminium and bromine reacting. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation. Come and be a chemist.